My name is Ryan and I'm in recovery. Today is Sunday, the end of the weekend. I've had a really good weekend. What have I been doing? Yes, Friday I actually went and met up with my mum, stayed over at hers and we went for dinner. It's the first time I've seen her since the relapse. She was on holiday for a bit, and also I kind of went into my shell a little bit post-relapse and wasn't really speaking to anyone, so it was really nice to kind of see her and have like a honest chat. We spoke a lot about the relapse and kind of what it meant, which is nice. I think for her it was really, I mean, for everyone including me, it was really shocking, but I think it was more that she told me that she kind of was reading up online about relapsing and stuff like that and learning a bit about it, and it kind of, yeah, it made me think. A lot of the people I speak to online, it's always that they're just so afraid of talking about their addiction and what's happening around it. And one of the big reasons I do these videos is to kind of try and change that a bit and make talking about it a bit more normalized, trying to remove some of the stigma, because I just think that being addicted to something doesn't make you a bad person. You might do some stupid things in addiction and some things that you regret, but you're not defined by that. And I think the more we kind of talk about these things, the better. And I do still maintain, all these people that kind of say to me, I can't tell my family, I can't tell my loved ones. If your family love you and their heart's in the right place and they have good intentions for you, I think you'd genuinely be quite surprised by how they'd react if you were to tell them. If you said, look, I've got this problem and I really need help. Like, I literally, through these videos and through, what's happening in my journey, it's like every single person I've ever met basically knows. Like, I've had people from primary school messaging me, like literally the whole world knows the situation I'm in now. And I've had only support, like only positive messages. The kind of more old school people in my family who I was really worried about his reaction have been really supportive and really understanding. I think people really underestimate just how understanding and kind of, I guess, like forgiving people can be. When you're in your own head and you're in that addiction, you think you're this bad person, but that's so much of that is what's keeping you there. So it's so important to try and break away from that and reach out and talk to someone. I've said it before, but I really think if you're in that addiction and you're feeling helpless, like, it's great messaging me and I'm happy to talk to people and stuff like that, but you really need to reach out to someone that you know in real life that's kind of in your inner circle. If you don't feel comfortable with it being your family member, then reach out to a friend that you trust and a friend who you would kind of feel is most likely to kind of give some support, give that kind of support that you need. But yeah, it was really lovely hanging out with my mum. We had a big honest chat and I feel really good afterwards about it. We actually also went to see a good friend of hers. It's like a really old friend that I know quite well as well, because they've been friends since I was little, and she's always come to the house and been around, and it's quite close to our family. And she actually told me that her brother died from addiction, and I didn't know that. So we chatted as well, and that was, I mean, she's always a legend, but yeah, it was really great to see her. And she spoke. She was just really nice. She'd been watching my videos and was kind of voicing her support and her understanding, which again it kind of reinforces you when you get that support from people. It kind of keeps you on that right path. And I know people think they can do it alone, but I don't think I would have got anywhere near where I am now without the people around me. I also, as a big highlight of this weekend, was I took my niece to her first ever football match. We went to see West Ham. I'm a big West Ham supporter. I've even got a tattoo. We lost, which was sad, but yeah, it was really nice. My niece is 8 and she started playing football at school. She's joined the girls' football team and starting to get really interested. So yeah, I took her to a match and she loved it, which was great. I loved kind of seeing her face when you kind of walk up the steps and you see the pitch, and because I remember going to my first football match with my dad, and it was like an amazing experience, like how green the pitch is and just the atmosphere, the energy. It's just, yeah, it's amazing at that age. So it was great to kind of almost like live it through her eyes a little bit. We had a really fun time. And then she came and stayed over with my sister as well in the house we're house sitting in. So that's been really fun. There's a big trampoline and the hot tub and stuff like that. So we're going to have a fun day today. Yeah, I feel really good. It's nearly a month now since my relapse. And I'm really now starting to get back into that kind of similar headspace I was in when I got out of rehab, where I just really feel bit more clear-headed about what I want to do and how I want to kind of navigate this. And what's, I guess, a good thing that's come from the relapse is it's taken away a bit of the ego that I maybe had, a bit of the kind of, I think I was, and I do have a tendency to do this, I guess like I don't know, a bit like arrogant, a bit like I can work this out for myself. I don't need advice. I can think my way through this. Whereas now I'm kind of being a bit more, I'm listening a bit more to people that have been a long time in recovery, paying more attention, you know, they're not drinking and stuff like that. And yeah, I just feel like, I feel just really positive and I'm starting to think more about the future now and kind of how that looks with Amy and stuff like that. But yeah, still taking it one day at a time. But yeah, the way my brain works is I just, you know, I like to think about earning money again, about kind of, you know, just constantly but gradually rebuilding myself and creating the life I want to live.